I was hoping that the environment might be kind of a dark red and warm, and it seems to be so. The minor defect is there isn't quite enough light up here for me to read this, so I'm going to have to walk and sideways. It's good to exist, even in this God-forsaken hole. But actually that's not quite accurate. Hell isn't so much forsaken as overlooked, purposefully overlooked. One can't escape the master of puppets, whatever one does. Not even here, and you can be sure I've tried my best to escape that remorseless gaze. The name's Satan, on account of my having wandered the whole damnable world in search of a place I could call my own. All I'm after is some space to hang out in, not to be watched and monitored and evaluated and criticised all the time. Not to be told what to do and what to think. Some independence, you know. Autonomy. Somewhere to chill out and just to be me. It isn't such a lot to ask. At least it doesn't seem any big deal to me. Eventually, I kind of got my own way. I'm allowed this little patch of obscurity, my kingdom. It's peaceful here. No one to contradict me. No closed circuit television. No one to tell me what to do. No forms to fill in. No identity cards. No interviews to attend. No one to judge me. Of course, it wasn't always this way. In the beginning, I was glorious. Firstborn of all creation, Prince of the cosmos, Lucifer, the light bearer, I was then. In my naivety, it was enough to bask in the divine presence, like a songbird soaking up the rays on a bright summer's day. But then it dawned on me I was trapped, more like a moth circling a candle flame. It was impossible to grasp the unendurable source of illumination, yet it was impossible to escape its indisputable fascination. Eventually I got my act together. I told myself that if I was ever going to discover myself and to find out what I was truly capable of, I just had to get away. Then I felt the bond which held me begin to loosen, and I made my bid for freedom. Independence at last. Or so I thought in my elation as I fled the celestial dazzle. I pushed past throngs of angelic beings, crying aloud my soundbite of liberty, "To yourself be true!" Somewhat to my surprise, others of the host gathered to me and joined my breakout. Now, we're here. We're still wanderers all, searching for a way to be truly ourselves and to be answerable only to ourselves. This place is no answer, you know. Still, we're sure we did the right thing. Liberty is just too important to be sacrificed for the sake of security and comfort. And yet, what is to become of us? Our rebellion was only part effective, you know. We escaped the divine immediacy, that's true. But we have not escaped divine knowledge, still less divine power. I'm not stupid. Far from it. I know full well that all we are and all that we do is dependent on the Maker. Why did God let us go there? But I'm sure that's what happened. If I'd not been allowed to escape, I would not have been able to escape. Am I the victim of some divine plot which even my towering intellect will never fathom? will we ever be truly free, absolutely independent? But perhaps we might just be able to negotiate some kind of standoff. After all, why should God care about what you and I get up to? All I long for is justice, a possibility for fulfillment of myself and on my own terms, not dictated to or infringed on by another, not even by someone who claims to have my best interest at heart. Yet how can that be? I will never be able to overcome the divine tyranny. Perhaps the future is fixed, even now. Perhaps I'm still trapped, and there's no escape. Perhaps in the end I'll have to admit defeat and sink back into those everlasting arms. But for now, I stand resolute and proud in this comforting darkness.
Stephen, yeah.